The wheels are in motion, and it looks like there's an active cover-up underway by the elite to shield what may have been a massive and aggressive recruiting campaign for underage girls. And oddly enough, it's the QAnon crowd and conspiracy-adjacent folks who may finally be realizing the call is coming from inside the house.
A wise guy, eh?
Salutations, fellow nerds. I'm Rick Y, and today is July 25th, 2025. If you remember this enthusiastic little insurrectionist, you'll recall Jacob Chansley, the so-called QAnon shaman, was once the living meme face of the movement. And now, all of a sudden, he's got his sights set on a new target: Donald Trump. Now, to be clear, I think this guy is a clown, but damn if he doesn't fly that freak flag high. Credit where it's due, he's contributed to our national discourse in a way Florida Man contributes to viral headlines. We are where we are, and we're not going back. Just accept it. But that tweet wasn't just a one-off. He went on a full-blown spree calling out Trump and even Israel. And that's where things get interesting, because now we are watching one of QAnon movement's biggest mascots start turning on the administration, while online forums are ablaze with the word betrayal. And honestly, who can blame them? Let's tally it up. The Epstein files name Trump, but can't be released because of His team keeps dodging accountability, his deflections are laughable, and then he insults his own supporters for caring about the very conspiracy that he helped mainstream. At some point, the math adds up. Trump isn't just in those documents, he's neck deep, and he's actively trying to cover it up. Enter Todd Blanche, formerly Trump's private attorney, now somehow Deputy Attorney General, because why not? And what's he doing? Oh, just casually heading to the federal prison to have a cozy little chat with Ghislaine Maxwell, the only person left alive who knows where the bodies are buried. Officially, this visit was under President Trump's directive to release all credible evidence. You'll forgive me if that smells more like damage control than transparency, because again, let's add up the dots. Epstein dies in federal custody under Trump. Ghislaine Maxwell is convicted. Trump's ex-lawyer is now using taxpayer money to interview her from inside the DOJ, and this happens right as public scrutiny ramps up about Trump's ties to Epstein. Sure. No conflict of interest. Now, am I saying that Trump definitely plans to pardon Ghislaine? No, not yet. But I am saying that confidence is rapidly deteriorating. Just yesterday, Blanche spent hours interviewing her in prison. And wouldn't you know it, the very next morning, Trump tells reporters to stop looking at him and go after Clintons and hedge fund managers. Like, bro, the cope is unreal. And let's not forget, Epstein was convicted under Trump's presidency. So was Maxwell. Trump was part of the same New York social circle. If he's innocent, why is he sending top DOJ brass to chat with a convicted child trafficker? So let's game out some scenarios. What happens if Congress subpoenas Ghislaine Maxwell? Because make no mistake, they are chomping at the bit to do it, and congressional subpoena is legally binding. So, what could Maxwell do in this situation? In scenario 1, she testifies fully, except when it comes to Trump. For that, she pleads the Fifth. Trump, boom, gives her a pardon. Scenario 2, she lies, commits perjury, but hey, still gets a pardon, no consequences. Scenario 3, Trump just preemptively pardons her before she ever speaks, giving her time to flee the country, maybe back to the Virgin Islands, maybe somewhere without an extradition treaty. Either way, Congress is left holding an empty chair. And here's the real question. If Trump wasn't implicated in the files, if he really was only mentioned in passing, why on earth is he sending the Deputy Attorney General to conduct hours-long prison interviews with the world's most notorious sex trafficker? An innocent man wouldn't want the optics of that. It doesn't make any sense. So what happens if she's pardoned? Well, presumably she signs an NDA and she just disappears. And we're supposed to go, well, I'm sure the President of the United States just pardoned the most infamous child trafficker alive out of the goodness of his heart. Surely it has nothing to do with protecting himself from a federal investigation. Come on. Journalists aren't going to drop this. Congress isn't going to forget. And no matter how many Democrats or hedge fund managers you drag into the sunlight, it's not going to explain why the president personally shielded the one person who knows everything. And here's where it gets fun. QAnon, those conspiracy-addled crusaders, they won't be happy until they get all of the names. And anything less, especially a pardon, is just more proof that the cabal they always feared is real. And Trump is part of it. Because like it or not, a pardon is an admission of guilt, especially to people who think in symbols and shadows. I've even started playing a game lately. I ask MAGA fans, will you support Trump if he pardons Ghislaine Maxwell? And the answers are somewhat fascinating. Some say no, but some act like it won't matter. Some immediately pivot, well, what about Bill Clinton? Newsflash, I hope they all go down. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not protecting anyone. But if your only response is, yeah, but them too, then congratulations, you're not interested in justice. You're just running interference for pedophiles. But also make sure to screenshot those responses, because once Trump makes his move, we'll see who has morals and who is just going along with marching orders. Also, where's J.D. Vance? Huh. He doesn't seem to be very chatty lately. This despite the fact that just a few weeks ago he said that he was all in on releasing the Epstein files. I wonder why he's so quiet. Maybe ask Blanche what Maxwell said, huh? Because unless Ghislaine Maxwell has some sudden burst of patriotic moral clarity, I'm betting the whole thing is about to explode. Anyway, if you're tracking this disaster and want to stay in the loop, smash that like button, subscribe, and toss your thoughts in the comments section. I've been seeing more and more people open up honest dialogue, and that's how we move forward in a democracy. It's messy and slow and complicated, but damn if it isn't necessary. Thanks for watching, and y'all come back now. You hear?